There are two key powers for stop and search in England and Wales, with the majority being conducted under Section 1 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act. Under Section 60 of the Criminal Justice and Public Order Act 1994, police can stop and search someone for weapons without suspicion of an individual being involved in any wrongdoing, providing a senior officer has reason to believe violence had or is about to occur. The stops under this power can only take place in a specific area for a limited time. Officers use this approach as a tactic which they say helps tackle drug and knife crime. But the disproportionate use of Section 60 powers on black youths, combined with a low arrest rate, has led to accusations of racial profiling. In 2011 and 2012 alone, 1.1 million people were stopped and searched. 90% of these stops did not result in arrests. That's potentially 1 million people each year who may feel they have been unnecessarily targeted. Add that to the friends and family who may hear the stories and form their own views about the police. Views that will last long after any reduction in stop and search. In defence, Deputy Commissioner Craig Mackey of the Association of Police Officers said, "Stop and search powers are critical in tackling knife, gun and drug-related crimes. It is, however, important that there is an ongoing debate around the effectiveness of this police tactic, as we seek to balance the impact on communities with the need to protect them from serious crime." We took to the streets of London to find out whether members of the general public had ever been stopped and searched, and if so, how this had made them feel. In addition, we asked the general public if they believed that stop and search was beneficial for communities in London.
Yes, I've been stopped and searched loads of times, probably too much times for me to remember.
I have been stop searched before. I could half understand why, but it didn't make me feel too good because I felt they went beyond what they needed to do and brought in personal comments to the situation and all this sort of stuff. So
yeah, I've been stopped and searched.
No, I haven't.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I know it makes you feel probably a bit like I don't know what's the word. It can make you feel a little bit like a criminal anyway.
I've only been stopped and searched once, and the way it made me feel was that I wasn't in the wrong, but I was still stopped and searched.
Stop and search, I say yes, it is beneficial, but it's only beneficial if you're doing it properly.
I believe it's there for a reason, but I think it comes down to the people as individuals and their own discretion at any one time, because sometimes particular personalities might approach the whole situation from an official position different to others. So there's a lot that needs to be done.
I do think stop and searches can be beneficial because it can lower crime and stop things like that. But I think the grounds in which people can be stopped and searched need to be changed.
I'm afraid not, because what it is that it's been discriminately done, in the sense that they sort of stopping at specific people, rather than if you're going to do it, you should do everybody. But they target a specific people, which is not fair.
No, because all it does is create more tension and distrust between the police and the community. It doesn't help, it doesn't solve anything. How many crimes are stopped by stop and search? Very few. And it just causes more problems.
In a way it is, depends. But if they keep stopping the wrong people, then it's not good. Because the time they're wasting, they could go stop a real criminal and save time. So I think it's a waste of time and just stopping everyone they see. So
I would say no. I suppose there's pros and cons to it, but I would say mostly, in my opinion, not realistically. So
I think in some ways it is beneficial because it does stop a few things on road. But then again, it depends on how they come at their target. Because most of the time, if you're dressed up in a certain way, they'll come and stop and search us. Whereas we could be the good ones, whereas the bad ones could be dressed in a good way and not be stopped at all.
In general, the public were hesitant to have their views and stories recorded on camera. However, the majority of those approached, both male and female, had had less than desirable encounters with the police. Despite previous experiences, the majority agreed that stop and search was beneficial, despite its flaws, for communities in London. To gain a deeper understanding of views on stop and search, we organised a think tank. This think tank contained a group of youth who had been directly affected by stop and search. They watched a previously recorded interview with a serving Metropolitan Police officer and 2 dramatic reconstructions of stop and searches featuring actual youth offenders. Having reviewed the footage, they gave their views on what they had just watched.
Hi guys, we're going to be looking through some stop and search videos. So I would like you guys to watch each one of the videos and then give your opinion based on what you see. Is that alright? Yeah. Alright, let's keep going.
Stop and search is a power that exists for the police, allowing us to stop people and search them for certain items such as drugs, offensive weapons, stolen items and any evidence that we believe may be involved in a crime. The aim of stop and search is to prove somebody's not a criminal rather than to prove they are. The reality of today is that people do carry knives, they do carry drugs and they do carry weapons. If we can stop and search somebody who is in possession of these items, it allows us to seize these items, keeping people safer. When police officers stop an individual, there's certain grounds they have to adhere to. They have to tell you who they are, what station they're from, why they are stopping you and what they're looking for. We always try and do this as respectfully as possible and out of public view. However, it may sometimes not be possible to do because the individual being stopped may try and get rid of evidence. You're entitled to a copy of a stop and search slip when a police officer stops you on the street. This will tell you why you've been searched, where you were searched and what time you were searched and who by. If it's not practical to give you a slip at the time, you can also obtain one from a police station 6 months after the date of the stop and search. The benefits of stop and search allows police to seize items that may be a danger to the general public, such as knives, drugs, weapons, and allows us to arrest people who are a danger to the public. When members of the general public see police stopping and searching somebody on their streets, no doubt they will feel safer.
Okay guys, we just watched that video. I'd like to get your opinions on your views, your opinions on how you feel this video relates to stop and search in reality. So I'm going to start with, what's your name?
Abid.
Abid, what do you think about stop and search and this video here?
Obviously it's good. It's stop and search based. Like the people that they target is unfair. And,
you think it's unfair?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's unfair?
Because they mainly stop people that are not white.
And that's been your experience from where you live?
Yeah.
How about yourself?
What I think about stop and search?
Yeah. And in relation to this video as well.
The overall idea of stop and search is great because they're trying to get criminals off the street, but it's how they conduct that which is bad. For example, like I got stop and search before, innit? But the description of the guy was 6'4", big and black. But me, I'm 5'10", I'm a little chubby Somalian, so I don't know how I fit in that guy's category, innit? But I just think the way they do it is it's called racial profiling, how they do it, because they don't do it correctly, innit? For example, when they do immigration stops at tube stations, it's mainly an Asian person or a black person getting stopped, and it's rarely a white person. And because of stuff like that, there's no relationship in the community between the community and police officers. And that's why young children and that know police as pigs and that, because if they were doing their job properly, nobody would be giving them bad names and that.
What makes you think they're not doing their job properly if their aim is just to keep the streets safer?
Like, because if they were keeping the streets safer and saving actually children, then nobody that's being saved will talk bad about the person who saved them. And because due to all the hate that they're getting from the public, it shows that they're not doing their job for people to be calling them pigs and 5-0 and all these other slang that they give feds. It shows that the job's not being done correctly.
What was your experience? Because I heard the lady say that when a police officer stops and searches you, they're supposed to give their station where they come from. Has that been your experience?
Yeah, most police officers do that because some of them do their job correctly, innit? But I've seen police officers, they don't even tell me, they just tell me, we're undercover, stop. They ask me for my name, and some of them, they just grab me straight away and they throw me against the wall and they just search me quickly. And then when I try to ask them questions like, where are you from, and that, they tell me, don't worry, keep it moving.
Has that been your experience?
The way they've treated me, they haven't been aggressive, but there's been times, like for example, I got stopped in Shepherd's Bush, sitting at a bus stop, just come from my friend's house on the way home. and two police, they've driven by, they've gone around the block and they've come back around and they've said they're looking for a suspect, short black male, moustache, something. I didn't even have a moustache. I've got a moustache now, but I didn't have it then. And yeah, but the description, I didn't fit. And they still was able to cuff me, take me to the station, take me to Hammersmith Station. So I stayed overnight, they've taken my clothes, and all that stuff. So.
And that was all based off a stop and search?
Right.
So from your experience,
from
your experience, do you believe they abused their powers, or do you think that was just a one-off in order to keep the streets safe?
I wouldn't say abuse of powers per se. It's kind of like they've just taken me. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not abuse of power, but they thought they're looking for somebody. There's no one around because it was late night. There's nobody in the area at this time, so they've just taken me. Like I've been the victim basically in the situation in regards to that. So yeah. So on some level, they have abused their power, I guess.
Okay, and I'm gonna ask you, what do you think of that video?
Well, it's been said here about racial profiling here. I mean, it might be happening here, and I don't know the intentions and that. But when something's called in, and they say like the racial profile of the criminal, yeah. I mean, obviously in that area, it's most likely to be more of that ethnic background. So like when people say it's racial abuse and that. Obviously, we don't know their intentions and that. We don't know what's their morals and that. But it could be that it's just that you lot are from like all that ethnic backgrounds is concentrated in that area.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
So you believe that there may be some justifiable cause for them to.
Yeah, maybe, obviously, but we do not know their intentions.
1 second.
I'd like
to get your views and feedback on the video you saw and comparison to your reality.
Alright, from my experience and what she said in that video, that's not accurate. Like, my experience, when they stop and search me, she said in that video they keep it out of the public view. And really and truly that's not true, because they stop and search me and my brother in front of everyone like we just committed a crime or something. Really and truly we're just coming from football and, we didn't do nothing, we dressed in our football gowns and everything. So I don't really agree with what
But do you think that if there is a cause of concern that the police should stop you or stop the people who they perceive to be the culprits of a particular crime as soon as they see them in order to maybe apprehend or catch or even find some items which are illegal? Do you think that that's good, or do you think they should try and stick by what the lady said and try and wait for you to go to an alleyway or something like that?
I'm not even sure, to be honest, because like they didn't give no descriptions of who they're looking for or what they're after. They just saw us and they just decided they need to do something, show people. So I don't know what their intentions are, like his brother said. So.
And how did you feel when that happened?
I was kind of like shocked. I was like, people looking at us like we just done something, and that like really made me feel like uncomfortable. I was thinking I didn't do nothing. You just come in here to stop me like for no reason in front of everyone as well. So. I don't really.
Yeah, I had the same sort of experience as him as well in Abergrove. Literally just got off the bus, walking up to the estate, and they've stopped me saying that there's been a robbery in the area, and it's like I've literally less than a minute down the road, and again they don't pull you aside per se. They just on you right there and then. People walking past, and it's embarrassing, like just that feeling, like because people are looking at you like. Typical criminal. Yeah, he's definitely done something, and it's like,
I'll ask you the same question. Do you believe that if there was a robbery and the police suspect an individual, that they should act straight away because maybe they might find the item, or do you believe that they should wait until they're in a discreet location?
I think, because I mean, according to speaking from my experience, I feel like even the way they dealt with it, it's like. If it was a serious matter, they should be because it just seemed like they just came up to me just casually and asked me, there's been so they didn't seem like they were that serious about it anyway.
There was no urgency.
There wasn't no urgency.
Okay.
And there was no description given either, so it's like you've just picked me, you know what I mean? So.
And you?
Me, I had the kind of similar situation, but a bit much worse. I was walking home one night, and some old lady got robbed, and the police searched me for some mad reason. But I didn't mind that because I wanted the person, whoever was already to get caught anyway. But it's how they searched me and they handcuffed me and they made me sit on the pavement until the old lady came in a police car and identified me. And while they were doing that, they were talking about the crime loud, and then the people of the public were looking at me like I was the culprit that robbed the old lady, innit? And until the old lady walked past, I had like at least 30 minutes of shame of me sitting on the pavement. And then once they cleared my name, once the old lady said they weren't him, they let me go. And I didn't even get an apology for it. And they could have done it in a better way. They could have put me in a police car or took me to the station, and then it would have been more discreet. But to embarrass me in the main road, it made me feel like I've done such a horrendous crime, which I didn't.
Do you believe that the police should be considerate to every single person they stop and search? Because maybe being in their shoes, they may have to encounter 30, 40 people in one day. Do you think maybe it's a bit difficult, or do you think that every person they encounter needs an apology and made to be feel or reassured?
No, not everyone deserves an apology, but if you're making somebody sit on a pavement and waste for that long, at least 30 minutes, until the woman identifies them, that's a bit more than a normal quick stop and go.
Yeah.
So I don't have a problem with stop and search, but it's how it gets conducted, which is my problem.
Okay.
It would be a lot nicer if they did apologise, though,
Yeah.
because then people will have a lot more respect for them.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Can I get your view?
I had a similar kind of thing that when I went to go pick up my little sister from school and picked her up. On the way back home, I bumped into two of my friends.
Yeah.
So there's three of us and my little sister walking home, main road, and a bully van come through, and where it was, I think they probably didn't see my little sister, and they said that there's something been happening in the estate, this, that, and they, in front of everyone, they stopped to search us for me, and there was my little sister right there. Like it looked really bad seeing her older brother getting stopped and searched. And obviously, it was a quick sip of search, but I think it was a bad thing that they stopped to search us. So that's it.
Thank you for your feedback and views. We're going to be going on to the next piece of footage related to stop and search. Alright, so next clip, there's a phone call being made to the police. We're going to watch it and I want your feedback, guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
999, what's your emergency? Oh, hi. There's a group of youth outside. I think they've committed a robbery and they're beginning to go their separate ways. Okay, can you describe them? I can see two of them. They've got hoods on. What is your location? Trinity Church Square.
So, do you believe that the police should be called for that situation?
No.
Yes, but she should have gave a better description on the hoodie. She said there's a blue hoodie and a black hoodie.
I would like to hear why you said no.
Cause that's vague, cause they ain't done a crime yet. So why call for help when there's no crime?
So you believe in people are innocent till proven guilty?
Yeah, that's just dumb.
And you said no as well, didn't you?
So, yeah, obviously the witness can't gotta see something that's like a crime yet happen, then call the police to solve the problem. Yeah, that's it. That's
and no crime was committed?
No crime was committed. It's just a couple young people.
So you believe, yes, that if there's a group of young people congregated together, that the police should just be called straight away? That's your view?
No, first of all, I thought, because they were separating, I thought the woman actually called for a reason, innit? Because for a woman to call the police, there must be a reason behind it, innit?
Yeah.
But coming to a conclusion of what they said, that she called them for no reason, police should have not come.
So,
and her description was very vague as well, just saying that two guys in a hoodie. When everyone wears a hoodie. Not everyone, but most people wear a hoodie.
So what's your view? Should the police have been called, yes or no?
Well, no.
Okay.
But you know, if you call 999, is that for suspicious behaviour or for a crime being committed?
You call it for anything. So it's up to the individual's judgment. Do you believe that the police should be called?
No.
I might as well call them for school. What do you with me?
Yeah, that's like saying I'll go to Oxford Circus. There's like a congregation of people there. There's too many people there. Needs the police there. Doesn't make sense.
It could have been raining.
And you're saying, the person's holding a shopping bag.
Yeah, it's a stupid idea still. That's like me calling the pizza man to come in to watch Breaking Bad with me. Like, it don't make sense. Call police for no reason.
Okay. Okay. So, do you believe the police should go in, or should they just not go in?
They shouldn't go in.
They shouldn't go in. Okay.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, a bit unnecessary.
Never.
Okay, so we saw the clip where you guys said no and the police didn't go in. As a result of that, as you saw, somebody got stabbed. So now let's look at the other scenario, or the other clip, where if the police were to go in, what would happen?
Bloody hell, Mark. Your boys got turned in yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah, I know, man.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, man.
That you all last night, mate?
That goal was off.
Yeah, receiving.
Yeah,
that was offside.
Shooting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Receiving. Yeah, just waiting on suspect confirmation and location details. Over.
Getting down to the QPR next week. Got some free tickets.
Oh, that's sweet, man. First hit you up nicely.
Yeah, season ticket holder.
Good shot, man.
So I'm gonna get down to the game.
Yeah.
Might bring the wife and kids out.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, receiving.
Yes, we have details of 2 IC3 males.
Yeah,
They
2
are
IC3 males
around
spotted.
Trinity Church Square area.
Trinity Church Square. Over. Thank you. Yeah, Trinity Church Square, mate. We've got to make a move.
That's around the corner.
Yeah, just round the corner. Let's go surprise them.
Corner.
Yeah.
Alright, no problem.
Let's surprise them.
Trinity Church Square.
Yeah, just turn. Just turn right.
Yeah, knock a right in it. See what these lot are up to.
That's it. Go get 'em, boys.
Get a description.
Yeah.
Okay, so the police are about to go in. Do you think they should go in aggressive, or do you think they should be cooperative to the 2 gentlemen? I'd like to hear your views. Starting with you.
I think they should be cooperative, because the people that they're gonna search may be innocent. Yeah, they might not have anything on them, and they might have not done anything wrong. So
Yeah, they should go in soft.
You think they should go in soft?
Yeah, polite. That's right.
if they refuse to communicate, then yeah, you should be aggressive after.
What do you think?
I think they should go like calmly, because they could like live with their mom or their nan. So obviously it would be like a big outrage to just like barge through and have like no proof. So yeah.
So collectively, the group's decision, what do you think? Aggressive or cooperative?
Cooperative, because the police can't foreshadow anyone's intentions, so they should go cooperative.
Cooperative, yeah? Okay.
The reason I've stopped you
We've got a call about disturbance in the neighbourhood just
today, so basically we just want to do it.
If you don't mind me asking, where you come from?
My house.
Where you going?
To McDonald's.
Just at all?
Not really, just little cases back in the past, but it's nothing now.
Right, okay. And whereabouts do you live?
I live just around the corner in Chatsford Road.
Do you put your hands up, please? Is there anything in your pocket that we should be aware of? Any sharp objects or anything?
No.
Yeah? Cool. There's nothing that in your pocket that I should be aware of? Nothing? Right, could you keep your hands out? Could you turn around for me, please? Thank you.
Any sharp items in these pockets?
Not at all.
Any illegal substances?
Not at all.
So, thank you, and you could be on your way.
Thank you very much.
No.
Anything that shouldn't be there?
No, not at all.
Can you turn around? Right, that seems all right, mate. Okay. I suppose you can go, mate. Seems alright, everything's okay.
Yeah, everything's set up. Yeah.
Let you boys crack on, alright, boys?
Good evening.
Okay, so we saw the video where the police officers were quite cooperative with the two gentlemen. Is this do you share this experience when you've been shopped and searched?
No.
No?
No. That's different.
Not completely.
Not completely? What do you mean?
They're not that polite, like, hello, how's your day? That kind of, you know what I mean? It's a bit cocky and
You get the
they're
odd one or
onto
two,
you.
innit? You get the odd one or two.
But I met some polite officers before, like
Yeah, you
very
get
respectful.
You get a lot of sarcasm.
Yeah, it's usually quite split. Especially if there's two of them, there'll be one that's quite, like I say, cocky and giving it large, and then one that's just.
Someone have cop banter.
Good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop, right?
Yeah. But generally, it's not as nice as that.
No.
Okay. Well, we're gonna watch the other video where the police officers were going quite aggressive. So yeah.
You stand over there. Stand over there.
Come.
Yeah, where you coming from?
Hands out your pockets, please, mate.
What do you mean hands up my pocket?
Where have you just come from?
That's
my house. Yeah, where you going?
Wait, where have you just come from?
Yeah.
Hands out your
Come from
pockets.
my house.
Hands out your pockets.
Okay.
What's your name? What's your name, fella?
Oh, whatever.
I don't
man.
tell him nothing.
Don't even ask me, man.
I'm talking to you. Look at me. Look at me. What do you mean?
Right. The problem we've got here, if you don't tell me your name, you
there's
may
been a disturbance.
raise suspicion that you may
I
have a
don't
warrant
have
for
to tell
arrest
you my
outstanding.
name. I don't have to tell you my name.
Well, basically, it'll make your life a lot easier. And when you get on your way,
I don't need to tell you. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to search you.
You can't tell me what you're going to do.
I want you to go back to the fence, yeah? Turn around so I can search you quickly. What do you mean no?
Because you haven't detained me, so no.
Are you resisting what I'm trying to say to you?
Yes, I am resisting what you're saying.
I'm going to search you. I don't care what you say. Turn around. Turn around. What are you doing? Turn around. Put your arms out. Put your arms out.
Why are you stopping me? Why are you stopping me?
I told you why. I told you why. There's a disturbance. Just keep your
any
hands
sharp
on there.
objects in there?
No, man.
You
sure?
Have you got anything in your pocket that I need to be aware of?
No.
Don't move. Don't you move. Don't move.
Where are you coming from and where are you going to, fella?
Don't move. Don't you move. Don't move. Turn around. What's your name?
None of your business.
What do you mean none of my business? I ask you a question. What's your name? PC Mark. What's your name?
PC Mark.
Well, we got the same name.
Yeah, we do.
You're a PC now. You do the same job I do.
Yes, I do.
This is Murphy. I'm on Trinity Road. Officers requiring emergent assistance. 2 IC3 aggressive males stopped on Trinity Road. Over. Over. Thank you.
You ain't found nothing on us, so we're going about our business, innit?
You know what? Yeah. Go about your business.
Cancel that back up.
Go on.
No need for that.
Oh,
No need for that back up.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Do these youths nowadays, you see?
Get him next time, mate. Get him next
Telling
time.
you about them, man. No brought ups, no. I wonder what their parents do to
Next
them.
time, mate. Next time. Next time.
So we just saw the approach, the aggressive approach. I'd like to get your opinions on how you think that went. Do you think it was better than when they were cooperative, or do you think it didn't get anywhere because of the to-ing and throwing of slanders and words and stuff? So how do you feel about that?
The police didn't get what they wanted because both of them were rowing at each other. And yeah, that's that.
Yeah, you can see there was just conflict right from the jump.
Yeah.
So it's like they've come in aggressive, they've retaliated, and they're just back and forth, and to the point where they couldn't even get the guy to take his hands out of his pockets.
So do you believe it was a productive stop?
No, not at all.
Any of you guys think it's, when the police go in aggressive, it becomes productive?
Yeah, it's very unproductive because even their approach was unproductive because the victims, they even said, we're not giving you no information because of the way you approached us. This shows you from the get-go, their approach was wrong. And instead of asking for their name and making it long, they should have just said what happened and then stop and search them. But while they're going through the debit card or whatever their names, they'll know their names already. So the reason why they're asking for the name is what makes it even more longer.
And also you can see even with that, it's like, when they've said that, the police now feel like, well, we are the authority, so why should we now change our approach? They just continue. They're just going to keep going and going because it's like they feel above you in some way. You know what I mean? So
But that went from a stop and search to like someone controlling your life, innit?
Yeah.
But
Like a rat
that
battle.
police officer was controlling his, well, how you should stand, innit?
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous.
Compared to the first one where we saw there was a cooperation, do you believe that if the police continue an approach like that the relationship between the public and the police will be a good one?
Yeah, I mean that's the rules anyway. They should like approach by respect and with manners. Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be like that anyway.
They're not on top of us. They serve us. They're meant to protect us. They shouldn't come. For example, if I'm going to someone's house or approach somebody and I want to talk to them, I would say my name first, then ask for their name. But from the time you say, "What's your name? What's your name?" and without me giving your name, I'm like, "Why are you asking me my name for?" Obviously, that's the general reaction from anybody that's getting asked the name by the person introducing themselves.
Yeah. So you believe the hostile approach is doesn't bring any benefit whatsoever?
I mean, in any situation, it doesn't help. You know what I mean? And like their purpose is to serve and protect, not invade and you know what I mean, and bully you and you know what I mean. Because at the end of the day, if they're going to be out in the streets every day, like we are, then we need to have some form of a respect and mutual respect, and some kind of a union in a way. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like we feel like these are our people rather than it being them and us. Okay. That's what it is. So
everyone sympathise or agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to say thank you very much for your contribution to this project. Your opinions and your points of views will be shared by the Met to give a deeper insight into the opposite end of the stop and search. I know it's not easy, but sometimes we have to say what we have to say in order for people to learn what things are like on the opposite end of the spectrum. So once again, cheers lads, and you can go. Today's project I think has been fantastic. It's been a very good success. What we saw was young people opening up about a situation which is very sensitive and which strikes the hearts of many young people due to the experience of stop and search.
Yeah, I think today was very successful. It was good to get a group of youth together and speak on their views on the police and the stop and search situation. And I think more things like this need to take place because we need more dialogue from the youth and anyone else in the community so that we can actually get a better perspective of how the people feel.
Many of the young people have had negative experience with the police. They don't have a good relationship with the police, so to get them involved and engaged in a project like this is a triumph.
Because I feel like a lot of the time we only get one side, and I could see from a lot of the younger people in the group, you can see that it's they feel embarrassed and they feel vulnerable because of their approach from the police a lot of the time, and I think that needs to change. I think we need more of a union, some form of mutual agreement or mutual respect from the police and the youth and everyone else in the community, so that we don't have problems in future.
Yeah, I think projects like this are needed and essential for the development and the cohesion between the police and the local community, especially the youth. Projects like this the police get to hear the opinions, the experiences and the points of views of young people, especially in how they feel they are treated by the police.
I think we need more. There's just a better energy out there in the street so that we can prevent things from happening and prevent a resentment towards the police, because they are also here to help us. But if they approach us in the wrong kind of manner and look down on people that's like use their authority to be the aggressor, then you create a problem. So yeah, we need more of these things to happen, and hopefully to change their views and just make things better for our society.
And they can learn from and draw benefits and draw points from and inform their practice. So overall, it's been a success, it's been a triumph. I hope the views and the experiences of young people will be taken on by the police and noted. Myself as a youth worker, I hear these experiences all the time, and I hope and I pray that in the future strategies will be devised in order to make the stop and search process a lot more tolerable for young people and a lot more beneficial for the police.